Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Morris High School in Flanders, New Jersey. As GSHSW, Apex Rescue School, Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Performance Trophies, Forum Coffee, and the Harrington Companies present today's match of the week. It is the West Morris Wolfpack hosting the Caldwell Chiefs. I'm Donald J. Brower here, live mat side. With me is a man you may remember from last year, had a successful year, and it's one of the all-time greats to come out of Lakeland, Sean Walker. Sean, thanks for joining me here.
Of course, it's great to be back on the mic here with Garden State HS Wrestling.
This should be a really good one. They're going to do the national anthem real quick here.
Steve Martell and LJ Caldwell. And West Morris Central is coached by Chris Merrill, Tommy Nicolisha, and Tom Gordon. And at this time, we'd like to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Today's anthem is being sung by our own Lucy Mathadrea.
Great job there by Lucy singing the national anthem. Now, this is an interesting matchup of two really good teams. Matchup I'm not sure we're going to get to see down low, but you know, we were talking about before we went on air, two guys I know we really want to see meet each other in Sipper and Brody Neal. They're not the way they're weighed in. I don't think that's going to happen tonight, but that's a matchup we would have loved to have seen.
Yeah, definitely. Both high caliber state wrestlers. Both of them placed down in Atlantic City last year, so it would have been a high stakes matchup if one were to drop or one were to go up, but most likely won't happen tonight unless we were to see Sipper bump up to 120 to wrestle Neal. But as the intro showed, it seems unlikely.
West Morris comes in here 2-1, 2-1 in the NJAC, and Essex County, as far as for Super Essex Conference, Caldwell comes in here at 3-0.
And ranked in the state as well.
This is going to be Borgia, Michael Borgia versus Mignon.
Yeah. Mignon is a multi-sport athlete. He's also a member of the Caldwell football team. I know this because I played against him back in my heyday. So Mignon looks for that Russian tie right off the bat. Forces an early stall.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think of the new rule like that where a guy could get backed off the mat and get the stalling call?
Well, I mean, I like it because you got to come out of the gates aggressive. It's wrestling, you know. You got a hand fight, got a circle. And for what it's worth, in my career, I had it called against me only once, and it was completely deserving. My county finals match, my junior year against Joseph Gilletta, in the first 10 seconds I got called for a stall.
I remember that match. We called that match.
Yeah, I just backed up right off the gates, and you know, you're going to get called for a stall, and I personally agree with it. You got to wrestle aggressive.
I'm liking the new rules too, because obviously this year, you being in college, you're used to the three. Well,
I'm still learning it.
You're still learning it, but now it's in high school as well. And it's funny. It's not only the wrestlers are getting used to it, but you can even hear like when the announcers do it, they're still go two out
Yeah.
of three.
I still catch myself saying 2 instead of 3. It's something you got to get used to. It's like, in basketball they yell 3 like that, but you got to get used to it in wrestling as well.
And it's making the honestly, the matches are flying by.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, the back points especially. Is Mignon's looking to run that twister. Now he's working that cradle. But the 4-point back points, after only a 4 count, that would have been two points last year.
And it's interesting when they do it too, because you get a takedown early and then points like this, you're down
You're down big,
You're
yeah.
almost in major decision territory right there.
We saw a JV match where somebody got tech fauled right in the first period just off the back points. As Mignon looks to work that cradle there. Now he's getting back. So he had 2 count. He earned a 3 count there to get 3 backs. Good job by Bergia to fight out of that cradle.
Borgia up 6-0 here. Seems like more.
Yeah, he had a 2 count on the cradle, but kept working it and worked a 3 count. So he earned the takedown and the 3 backs, up 6-0 at the end of the first period.
Borgia defers.
Mignon takes bottom. Borgia trying to work that Merkle there right off the whistle. But Mignon doing a good job of quad potting and working a stalemate.
There's a little.
I feel a little quick on the stalemate there, but referee motion that Borgia needed to use as now he looks to work that power half. Borgia's got to be careful here. It's getting as Mignon looking. There it is, the reversal and the Turk. He's got a leg in as well. He's looking for that twister again. Now he's looking cradle again.
Nice transition there.
Good job by Mignon, just chain wrestling there.
Switching into another move, you realize it wasn't working. He gave him something else, floated over.
Yeah, technical big man on top for sure for Caldwell. He's got that Turk really deep, but he's not working any backs. He's looking for that claw, cross-faced, little claw Turk, but nothing. He's got to watch that ankle lace because they'll stop it in high school, not college. But Borgia tried to work that Granby roll there. Mignon did a good job of following.
I'll tell you what, it's been a great job by Borgia here in the second period. He looked in trouble.
Yeah, just
Early,
managing.
just kind of getting there, not going crazy, keeping the score a little low.
Just managing the damage because Mignon is one of Caldwell's better wrestlers. So, for West Morris here, if they can manage the damage against Caldwell's heavy hitters, they can find themselves in this match.
Yeah, I mean, they got some solid kids down below.
Definitely.
With Caldwell, you're not going to beat all those guys, but if you can, stem the bonus points and make it where they're not getting the pins they thought they were.
As time expires right before Mignon look to run that bar. And Borgia takes top. He liked what he saw in that second period.
Referee's not taking any business tonight. He's like, let's go.
Nope, Mignon looked to fix his sock. Referee means business tonight. Looking for that Merkle again. Now he's looking for a spladle. Big man spladle. Both wrestlers look very competent on top. Borgia's got to be careful not to roll it on himself, but he is looking to get a turn off that Merkle.
Got to watch, make sure.
Yeah.
Give up the 2 there. Don't
You
go.
can't force that. That's a move you just cannot force. As Mignon's going to make him pay with this twister.
He's forcing it right here.
He's looking for 6 here. And he's got it. Good match by Mike Mignon. Getting the job done, weathering the storm from Borgia on top, and getting 6 for Caldwell.
Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling, and you're following us on YouTube already. Like and subscribe, get notified when we're live. We're live here tonight. We're going to be at Mount Olive tomorrow for a big quad with Mount Olive, High Point, West Essex, and Southern. I'm going to be down Cole in the finals later on that day of the Catholic school duels. And then we're going to be up at High Point for the HWS girls. Get notified when we're live and we're doing anything. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling provider for both boys and girls wrestling. We're going to head to the heavyweight match here. It's going to be Tommy Borgia for West Morris and Anthony Capaldo for Caldwell.
And this seems to be an exciting match. Both wrestlers right out the gate seem to be competent as Borgia looks to work that dump. He's looking for 3. Great chain wrestling by the big man there. Capaldo is a solid wrestler, but Borgia,
he's coming on.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw him a few years ago. He wrestled.
He's running that half with the one-on-one.
And he was really good. He had really competitive against Moscatello from Mount Olive and others.
Yeah.
Like he was right there in those matches. So I mean, this is his year, especially at heavyweight, with him have learning the younger weights and growing up.
Absolutely.
He's throwing a lot of moves these bigger guys don't know.
Absolutely. That's really where these big guys can make people pay, because Mignon, we saw the match before, he's an athlete. He's a wide receiver in football, so he knows how to move. And now you see it here with Borgia. Just guys, it seems the heavyweights that can move are usually the successful. You know, guys like Jimmy Mullen in years past, just in general.
As well as Lawson and others from down the shore conference. I mean, they were throwing some stuff that you're looking at, and these guys were just, you would ask, when I was working for Star Ledger 15 years ago, I'd be like, oh, you made the finals, you know, what are you going to do? He's like, lose? And you're like, what?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I know I'm not beating him. Like, I'm happy to make it here. Like, I made the state finals. Like, you understood that. Just you saw some stuff thrown that you were like, no.
Like last year when Delegata and I believe it was it Connor Martin or Martin was the 215 for Del Barton.
No, Martin was heavyweight for them.
Oh, he was. Well,
am I getting that right?
I believe one of the it was somebody from Del Barton wrestling heavyweight in the state finals. Both Delegata and Martin or whoever it was.
I'm 99% sure it was Martin, because I think it was last year. I know they had a few winners, but they didn't have.
Yeah, the 215. Lee was a state champ.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Martin was
the
the
finalist. Yeah, as Borgia works that big man power half, gets himself 2 quick swipes to end the period, and find himself up 5-0. But as we were saying, you know, it seems these big guys that can move are successful at the higher level. You know, when you get in a duel, you might get like a big football lineman that can kind of mow somebody over. But when you get to down in Atlantic City and like the top guns in states,
it's technique based like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you can see it right there with the Peterson. Gets 2 reversal and 2 near fall.
He's not done.
He's looking for 6 here and tie this match up. Great job by Borgia, coming out the gates and responding.
Got to watch that knee. The referee might say, but now it's moved. I think it's Borgia's ball game here. Going to get the 4. He obviously wants to tie this up with a pin.
Holding 4. If Capaldo can, manage here with just over a minute left in the second period, at the very least to a tech fall, that'd be huge. But for West Morris, you need to get the big points where you can get them, because you're wrestling competent Caldwell team that's ranked in the state. You need big points wherever you can get it to keep this match as close as possible.
100%.
Great job by Borgia working that hammerlock to half combo. He's getting swipes here. If he sees this half, he might get a pin here. Great job getting the leg out. He's got to settle his hips though, settle back.
He's got 40 seconds.
Good job by Capaldo, not giving up here. He's stuck.
And Borgia gets the pin. That's huge for West Morris. I mean, especially heading into, you know, the lower weights.
6 wherever you can get it.
You want to become a sponsor? How do you do that? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the year on a team page and the live streams. Go to your logo here on any team page. Send me an email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We will help you be the star of the show with your business. We have a 25% sale for the next 24 hours. Give us a chance. Let us see what we can do to help your business grow. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is the premier high school wrestling provider for all wrestling coverage.
This next match at 106 is extremely important for both squads because you got Sipper for Caldwell at 113 who will look to get 6, and then Neal at 120 who will look to get 6. So the winner of this match will be really important as we move to the lighter weights.
Well, Ruane is one of the solid ones for this team. Obviously, Reed is a good young kid as well, so they're obviously trying to go out here and see what they can get from Reed.
Yeah, well, if Reed can hold it to 3, that'd be great. But right now, Ruane's coming out strong out the gate. He's looking for a twister. It seems like a common theme here for the Caldwell wrestlers, running twisters, cradles, looking for 6 wherever they can get it.
You have to readjust. I don't think he's going to get a turn there.
Good work by Ruane to not force anything there, and good job by Reed to kind of fight out of it.
Ruane is all over him.
Yeah, Ruane is relentless on top here in this first period. Good job with the movement.
Reed is like, can somebody else come out? I mean, all that, it's still only a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, you know, under a minute left in this first period. You know, a lot of action, but nothing to really show for it on scoreboard besides the takedown. You know. But just good relentless wrestling here by Ruane. Good mat returns. He's looking to get turns on top in general. Solid start.
You know what's interesting, and maybe it's just my point of view here, is the way he's been working with him. I almost wonder if it would have been easier for him just to let him up and take him down as he was taking him down, build up the points lead. You know what I'm saying?
Especially here in this first period, just kind of build a lead so that you can get more comfortable on top and take a little bit more of a risk and, you know, run the risk of getting turned yourself. But in a 3-0 match, you can't really force anything because, you know, a reversal, it's 3-2. You know, coaches always say 1, not 2, but it's 3-2. You know, Reed gets choice in the third period. It's a tied match if he gets out. So, you know, definitely interesting by Ruane not cutting him, but he'll hold the 3-0 lead. And, you know, we were talking about wrestling neutral. That's where Ruane chooses. Good job by Reed getting in a nice shot there, but great defense by Ruane. Reed looked to have a nice high crotch to double, but Ruane did a great job of just sprawling down, and now he's going to get a takedown of his own. Seems like the Caldwell coach heard what we were saying on the mic as he tells Ruane to cut him.
I mean, he saw how hard, obviously, Reed was wrestling.
Yeah.
Figures just get the
From
points
bottom,
here at this
yeah.
point.
He's calling for a cut once again.
I mean, that's smart strategy. Just put him over by now if they had done that.
And especially with 3-point takedowns, you know, you can accrue points so much faster with
100%.
just wrestling on your feet. You don't need to waste your time, you know, trying to turn somebody.
Yeah, that extra point means a lot because you're building it up as you go.
Exactly. Good job by Reed kind of wrestling out here. Wrestling tough. But Ruane's trying to get some cheap points here. Nothing yet. And that's 3. And he's looking for more. Great job by Ruane. He's looking for 6 here with that converted double to his back. Reed fights out of it.
That might be big for West Morris, honestly, him fighting off his back there.
Yeah, Ruane's going to look for a turn because, you know, a cut's going to do him no favors if he's looking for a pin. If he wants a tech fall, then, you know, sure, you know, cut would work. But it's interesting to see if he can outlast this period because I'm sure the West Morris coaches will look to put Reed on his feet So he can either go big move, and then the worst thing that can happen is a takedown, unless Rain goes feet to back, because a takedown makes it a tech fall.
Yeah, I think that's the decision here. Maybe they'll give him top.
Yeah, well, that decision, you haven't seen Ruane on bottom. Maybe Reed, the coaches know something about Reed. Maybe he's a tough top wrestler, and the worst thing that can happen, Reed just cuts Ruane, and he gets a takedown, or Ruane gets a reversal, and the match is over. Well, looks like Reed is a pretty tough leg rider, as he's looking for that banana split. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that if you're Reed, but he fights off his back.
That's still a win
Yeah.
for West Morris,
Absolutely, but that was almost really bad, because the only way that Ruane could have gotten a pin there is if it was reversed at the back.
We'd like to thank our title sponsor for today, Harrington Companies, Harrington Recycling, Harrington Demolition Construction, Harrington Demolition Recycling, Harrington Construction, and Hoffman Supply. Got a nice house, you want to make it nicer, Hoffman Supply. You got a dump, call Harrington Recycling and Demolition. You want to get something constructed, Harrington Construction. As we thought, it's going to be Carmine Sipper coming out here.
Yeah, Mark Montour.
And Mark Montour.
Montour is a senior. He's an established wrestler.
Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies, Forum Coffee, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsor of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. We are here at West Morris High School in Flanders, New Jersey. Donald J. Brower with Sean Walker. We are in the fourth bout of the matchup here between West Morris and the Caldwell Chiefs. Carmine Sipper for Caldwell and Mark Montour for West Morris.
Good early wrestling here by both wrestlers, but good job by Sipper controlling that far ankle and, kind of keeping Montour's scramble at bay. But, Carmine Sipper, state place winner year prior. Montour is a senior. He's an established wrestler as well. But, Sipper's coming out here and looking for bonus points, as he's looking to do that, work that roll through tilt. Good job by Montour, not giving up any backs early in this bout.
Funny thing about Sipper, his uncle is actually the manager of the bank I go to in Fairfield. And we were talking over the summer. He went, my nephew goes to Caldwell. I was like, I know who your nephew is. He goes, my last name's Sipper. I know who your nephew is.
Yeah, well, he really burst onto the scene last year. I believe he was undefeated until States.
Mm-hmm.
He suffered his first loss at States, but wrestled back, earned himself a medal down in Atlantic City, I believe, as a freshman. But he really burst onto the scene last year and, established himself as one of the heavy hitters in, North Jersey wrestling.
There's a couple of those sneaky good guys on Caldwell, too. That's
Definitely.
why they're state ranked.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sipper, he's probably the headmaster of an overall great Caldwell team.
Yeah, they got a few. Like you said, you got Caldwell, you got Ruane, who was just out here, McNone brothers.
Yep.
Those couple of really solid guys.
There's another takedown there by Sipper. Opted to cut Montour. He's looking to use that Navy ride for backs. He's getting swipes.
We got two here.
Yeah, official holding two. Good job by Sipper, kind of using that Navy to get backs, but he's got to be careful holding on to that leg, because the ref will start swiping for him for stalling.
No point inside.
Sipper earns two backs there off the Navy with short time left in this first period.
Interesting strategy by West Morris. I see. Guess they're good with the leg rides. So, a lot of guys taking top.
Yeah, well, I feel like they figure that this match is almost out of reach, but a great way to get back into matches, especially with the new back point rule, is to accrue back points on top. And maybe they like what they see as Montour works those legs, as you said. You know, they have some good leg riders, it seems. But, you know, if you start racking up back points, he can get himself back in this match, you know. All he needs is 4 swipes, and it's a 3-point match.
Yeah, you're right there.
It's a takedown match if you can get some swipes. So
that's one of those things I think with obviously the rule switch and everything.
Yeah.
Now you have that where it's a different ball game where it used to be what you would be able to get. You get guys who start on the bottom, want to get the escape, etc. like that. So.
Well, the coaches at West Morris probably already saw that, you know, Sipper was at least to work some type of turn on top. So, you know, they feel as though it would be best if Montour went top himself, because even if he were to get out on bottom, you know, Sipper has already taken him down twice. So.
And it also stems the damage, honestly, from, you know, if he's on top and he's already turned him a couple times, you know, you give up 1, maybe 2 here, it stems the damage from giving up a pin.
Definitely. And, you know, Sipper did a great job there just keeping the movement and not, you know, if he wasn't moving, you know, Montour would probably try to slip the leg in again, but he's looking to get a reversal here. At the very least, a stalemate. Montour's looked to be, he's just locking down here, trying to work a stalemate. He's
going good. I mean, he's spinning with him. He's not in great position right now. He's got to try to.
Yeah, he did a great job of, you know, following all the switches, as I spoke too soon with Sipper getting the reversal.
Montour was on his butt, which you never want to be in that position. So it's kind of. You knew it was going to happen eventually.
In that position, it's all about having higher hips and just, you know, Montour, you know, could have looked to reach for a far ankle or something to keep, you know, Sipper's movement at bay. But Sipper did a good job. Just keep moving, keep working, and he earned himself that reversal. So he works the snow pow to a hammerlock to a bar. He's looking to get a turn here.
And I'll tell you what, you're talking about a kid who plays states.
Yeah.
Montour is doing a great job here.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
You got to think if you're Caldwell coming in here, that
you're looking for 6.
But even coming in, you're like kind of matching up what you think. You're like, okay, Ruin should get a 6 here. Sipper should get a 6. You know, it's kinda,
especially the match before, you know, a guy like Brody Neal for West Morris, you know, he's probably their best wrestler himself, you know.
Him and Borgia right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Tommy Borgia are right there, those 2. And Brody Neal's just getting really, when you think about it, is getting his legs back under him. He didn't wrestle.
Montour's going to score here, but yeah.
He didn't wrestle in, you know, middle school. He came back last year, and, you know, it's almost like right off the street and you're winning a medal in states. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Good job by Sipper. One thing I noticed about Carmine Sipper, especially in this match, is he just keeps wrestling. Like, I remember it down at Atlantic City, watching him down at Atlantic City last year, and here today, you know, he's just relentless. He's got a motor, and, you know, the position looked kind of rough. He was on his stomach. He kept wrestling and earned himself a takedown there.
Sipper let him up. I think Sipper knew he was going to let him up, but he wanted him to spend the energy of getting down and getting back up.
Yeah. Just mind games, you know, every little thing.
One takedown, he wins. It's over.
Yep.
I'm trying to do the math,
no,
too.
It's 16 to 2. That's 14. Yeah, so he needs 2 takedowns. Or this. Feet to back. He's got just under a minute after this cut to work a takedown.
I was trying to do the math myself. We're wrestlers. We're not really mathematicians.
No. Got 46 seconds left in this third period. Montour is just trying to survive with a major here against Sipper. Sipper just needs 1 takedown for that tech fall.
I think he's going in for a shot here in a second.
Yeah.
Set him up.
He's taking a little breather. You know, he's an experienced wrestler. He knows what he's doing. Great job. Elbow pop to a high crotch single.
Montour should just belly out here, honestly. You don't want to have him come up.
Yeah.
At this point,
he can lock down here in this position. Nope. Yep.
At that point,
yeah.
He's up too high. A step over by Sipper, but you know he doesn't obviously want to have anything happen here. But you know he didn't want to get rolled up and have everything going with what they did. So
Yeah, back-to-back Tech Falls put Caldwell up big here.
Follow us on social media on Facebook, GuardsHSWrestling.com, on X, GuardsHSW, on Instagram, GuardsHWrestling, and like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. We're going to be live tomorrow on Mount Olive. I'm going to be down at CBA. We're going to be at the HWS doing some interviews with the winners for the girls on Sunday. So like and subscribe and get notified when we go live. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Forum Coffee, and Champion Athletes. We are here at West Morris High School, GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Sean Walker with me. We are here at the 120 bout. It's going to be Dom Howell. Is it Howler? Holler versus Brody Neal.
You know, Holler is a solid wrestler for Caldwell, no doubt, but Neal will look to get 6th here as the 7th place winner down at Atlantic City last year. And, you know, West Morris needs it. Down 16-6. They can get one here, get a pin here. They'll be down 4, and, you know, that's just keep it close. That's the name of the game, especially against a team that, you know, on paper is better than you. Just keep it close and, you know, hope that magic happens.
See, that's what I think is tough for this West Morris team is with this bout starting at 215, it's not the best weight for them to start at.
No, they want it to start at 106 so that they have Borgia up top if they need to, you know, get 6 or whatever, just get a win to steal the duel. So it's definitely interesting starting at 215. But, you know, these guys are just going to come out and wrestle for sure. They're a well-coached team, historically pretty solid program. They're going to come out and wrestle. Job by Neal.
You almost wonder if you're Caldwell in this matchup, you're trying to almost mimic what Montori did last one.
Yeah, and just
give up a pin.
Minimize damage, but Holler's doing a great job so far. Neal hasn't even gotten a takedown. And Holler is a very strong wrestler, for sure. But Holler is looking to work that dump.
And then looking at these, obviously, wrestlers to be, just from an eye test, Holler looks like he's cutting to get to 120.
Yeah.
Where Neal might be right in there, so maybe there might be a little bit of strength advantage.
Yeah, Neal looks like a natural 120, you know. Maybe his descent plan will allow him to go 113 when he needs to.
7th at 106 last year. So
exactly.
And he was even under that. So, I mean, he was a light 106 last year.
So, yeah, we'll see. As Neal will take bottom. Good job. Great first period by Dom Holler. You know, got to minimize the bonus points all you can if you're Caldwell, just because, you know, bonus points will keep them in this match. If they can find a way to win this match or at least keep it to 3 team points, that's a win.
That's a huge win for them.
Good job by Holler. The mat return into the Turk, but Neal wrestles out of it. Both wrestlers kind of feeling each other out. Holler's looking for chin back there. But Neal continues to move. He earns the escape in the first point of this match. So far, both wrestlers really feeling each other out from neutral. Not really, just kind of hand fighting. So the referee looks for both wrestlers to kind of pick up the pace. So just nothing really going on here so far.
And this is something that's really cool about the sport of wrestling. When, you know, you would, on paper, you would think this is a huge advantage for West Morris, but Holler's out here competing.
Well, absolutely, and that is a testament to a good team, because if you have a guy who is, you know, projected to maybe not win a bout, but keeps it close, and you have multiple guys like that on your team. That's a winning recipe for a dual team. If you can have guys minimize the damage against the best wrestlers of the other team and have your heavy hitters win matches, that's a recipe for success, especially in duels. As Neil gets a great takedown there. Solid mat return. As he'll find himself up 4 to start this third period. Great job by Neil to work a takedown late in that second period and work a mat return and hold a 4-point lead. This Holler will take bottom to start this third period.
Still a great job by Holler. Only be down 4-0 going to the third.
Absolutely. Neil's got to be careful here. He's looking to lock up that cradle. We'll see. He's got that really locked up. That's a tough position to be if you're Holler. But Neil taking his time. He's got it locked up. And he gets the fall.
Great job by Brody.
Just a solid job in that third period to get a much needed 6 for the Wolfpack.
You want to become a sponsor? Limited sponsorship opportunities are available for team and live stream events. Click on your logo here, fill out the info sheet, goes directly to me, or send me an email, admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We're having a 25% off sale for the next 24 hours. Message us, let us spread the word about you. GardenStateHSWrestling.com produces the most live streams of high school wrestling in the state of New Jersey, boys and girls. Let us join you and help you make the star of the show. GardenStateHSWrestling.com.
So move to 126, we'll see KJ Lissenden and Mason Vasquez. Lissenden in the red for Caldwell and Vasquez in the green for West Morris.
Now, as we said last match, coming into this, that 6 is big for Neil. So now this is one of those toss-up matches, and you know this too. You were one of the stars of the Lakeland teams. You had Bergman, Langemeyer, guys like that. It was never those guys who decided. It was always the guys who were the toss-up matches.
And even just people that could stay off their back. Because with our team, we had so many first-year wrestlers. As Vasquez looks to get in on a double leg. Good job by Lissenden defending. But really for the Lakeland teams that I was on especially, just people staying off their backs. If you can manage just to keep it to 3 or 4, even 5, those points just add up. Lissenden looked to...
Especially like these toss-up matches. You got Lissenden versus Vasquez, who, let's be honest, when you list the headlines
stars,
for both teams, they're not on that list. But they could be the star of the show at the end, those guys who contribute those big points.
The difference makers in a match, absolutely. And,
I mean, for you guys, the one that jumps out to me, and this is going back a few years, was the run Cooper Strubble had.
Yeah.
He wasn't having a great year, and he went on a great run in the counties, and that kind of helped and got him some confidence in his senior year especially.
Definitely. And, he snowballed that into a solid senior year. Junior year wasn't what he wanted, but, he still found some success, still made it to regions, and, still was a county finalist despite, some hiccups along the way. And, he became a heavy hitter our senior year. We relied on him so many times, finishing out at 285 to get 6 to get us a win, especially against Wayne Valley, who ended up winning a sectional. Cooper was the hero in that match, getting 6.
Those are some of those weights especially. If you have a really good heavyweight and
good high crotch there by Vasquez. But Lissenden doing a great job. He's looking for a takedown here himself on the edge of the mat.
I've said this
That's great wrestling right there by Lissenden.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. If there's one thing coaches hate is late points.
Absolutely.
In a period.
Absolutely. With 6 seconds left in this first period, that's a backbreaker for coaching staff at West Morris.
That changes the whole stretch, especially with the 3 points. Getting out of here.
He's looking for no escape. Nothing. this is looking to be a great match so far.
So now, right now, that late takedown to me changes the strategy because now he's down. He's going to obviously try to get out. That's now a 4-point lead. So now, literally, it was a 1 point. It would have been a 1 point lead. I don't know why they took it away.
Yeah.
It should be. Did they switch it to the wrong side?
It goes from a 1 point lead to a 4 point lead.
No, it's like they took off the score, and I was like, oh, and I realized they put it up on the right side.
But yeah, it goes from a 1 point lead to a 4 point lead, and that changes everything. Vasquez looking to ride out to start this second period. But yeah, he's got to be careful of a stall because he's holding that leg. There it is. New rule in high school wrestling, those swipes for stalling. As Lissenden will earn his escape there.
So I have a feeling this is my prediction for this right here. If Vasquez gets a takedown and rides him out and goes down, he's going to take down, obviously, because he was trying to do that. If he doesn't get any more points here, I think he's going to go neutral.
Yeah. Because he's looked strong from neutral. He's gotten into multiple shots, but Lissenden's just done a great job of defending. But here we go again, looking for a cradle. He's got to get his head to the side, though. And, yeah, Lissenden's going to make you pay there. He's clearly a strong wrestler, as he'll earn the takedown there. And
you know what I really liked about Lissenden's 2 takedowns? It were defensive takedowns. He let him go in for the shot, saw a mistake, took advantage of it. All of a sudden, you're like, oh.
Yeah, both times he's taken advantage of mistakes. Right there for Vasquez, not keeping his head in the side, allows Lissenden to, kind of open up a little bit and work a takedown of his own.
This is going to sound weird, and you'll get the reference. Mason, to me, with his headgear on, does he not have like a little Jack Bergman look to him?
A little bit, yeah.
Not identical, but you kind of have the Berg hair.
Yeah, the Berg hair. He's got that kind of that build, too. I can see it. Yeah, Vasquez needs an escape here. An escape and a takedown, honestly. But Lissenden's just doing a great job he's been weathering the storm this whole match. And he'll look for a major in the third period.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Vasquez going into the third here as we come down those last few seconds here and give me swipes. But if you're West Morris, as we were saying before, when you looked at some of these coming in with Caldwell, you kind of figured 6 here, 6 there, and it was only 5 and 5. If you're West Morris, you almost got to figure you were going to win or at least keep it somewhat closer here. And when you're totaling
a major would be huge for Caldwell here in this bout because both of these wrestlers look pretty even. I mean, Lissenden has been looking to be the better wrestler so far, but both seem to be, solid wrestlers in themselves. As Vasquez has got him in a really, that was almost really bad for Lissenden. But now Vasquez just needs to build off of this. Just keep moving, keep trying to work turns. He's only down 5, and as we've stated, the new back point rules change a lot of things. Wrestling on top.
If he could get a quick turn and just to get the tilt, I almost wonder if you get the 4, you let him up,
cut him.
And then just go take
even a 3 count can do him a favor.
A lot of these points too, again, taking advantage of a bad situation, a defensive wrestler. That's what these guys did. That was another great job there by.
He's got to be careful here on the edge of the mat, though. He's still got a foot in. Lissenden, he does. I was gonna say Lissenden was keeping himself in there with that, new out of bounds rules, only keeping one.
The 1 point of contact.
Exactly.
He had to realize where he is. He's got to, restart.
Just slide your foot out.
Yeah.
A restart does you.
But the other good thing too, if you're in Lissenden's head, you're up by 5. Clock is working against. Vasquez there, and you're not getting called on it. Keep that foot in.
Time keeps running.
Take 5 seconds off, 6 seconds off. That's big.
Goes both ends of the spectrum there for sure. Yeah, Vasquez is looking to go big here. Look to get far side cradle there. He can sink a boot in there if he wants. He's looking for that bulldog, it seems. Listen. Oh, no, you can't do that. Can't throw it on top of yourself. Lissenden's going to make him pay here. He's really high.
And even this is 20 seconds left. If you're
Yeah.
just going to get the reversal out the back door.
Yeah, he's gonna need a turn. He can't give up a turn here.
Oh, he might get one of his
no.
own.
He's got to get a pin. He needs a pin. Good job by Lissenden, just rolling out of it. Wow.
Listen, that's huge.
Yeah. On both sides, because it's a great win for Caldwell.
But it's only a regular decision.
It's only only regular decision, 3 points. But wow.
And I'll tell you what, though, I don't think Caldwell's happy with that.
Yeah.
They were right there, and Lissenden's limping, so I
Yeah.
don't know if maybe he got something to twist it up.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, Caldwell fans, hold your breath after that one, because multiple times where Vasquez almost made him pay, getting reversals.
we'd like to thank our title sponsor, Harrington Companies, Demolition and Recycling, Construction, and Hoffman Supply. Got a nice house, you want to make it nicer, Hoffman Supply. You got a real dump, call them and get it demolished and recycled. You want to make it even a little nicer, Harrington Construction, the Harrington Companies.
Caldwell Anthony Barrett.
Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies, Forum Coffee, and the Harrington Companies. The official sponsor of GardensStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. We're here at West Morris High School. Donald J. Brower, Sean Walker. We are here watching the West Morris Wolfpack host the Caldwell Chiefs. The Chiefs
Great
currently
inside
lead
trip.
19-12 at 1:32. We started at 2:15.
And great inside trip there by Anthony Barrett. Both wrestlers, displaying good action to start this match, but that was a really good inside trip by Barrett.
Barrett's another one of those guys we talked about. May not be listed as one of the stars on this Caldwell team, but is a key contributor for them.
And
in
is
the
a
middles.
sound wrestler. Good sit out there, but great job by Jacob Harrison, just wrestling through positions. And good sprawl there. He's going to look for a takedown himself.
Got to keep moving. Just
Yeah.
can't sit there.
Yeah, no.
Got to
He's
step
looking
over.
for that Turk. He's got to watch that knee, though. Nothing.
Barrett's got
here.
to keep moving, too.
Yeah, he can get a takedown here of his own. No points. Wow.
That's a scramble.
That was funky.
I literally thought it
Yeah.
could have been called. That's really
Both
good.
wrestlers look to have, definite takedowns, but so far, so good. He looked for that arm drag to single combo was Harrison.
Barrett actually looked at the clock real quick there. Just want to see if he can
Yeah.
go for something.
Maybe
here.
look
Still
for
got
another
plenty of
takedown.
time.
Looks for a high crotch. Barrett on the re-attack. Still no points. That almost looked to be a takedown there for Barrett. But good
Harrison,
job.
but luckily on the edge, Harrison was there, rolled, lost the point of contact, wasn't called. It was
Yeah.
very close, though.
And we've seen multiple times early on in this match, it's just Harrison wrestling through positions and being stingy, giving up takedowns. It's only a 2-point match here.
That's got to be frustrating as a wrestler, especially.
Absolutely. We're short time. Barrett's looking to get a takedown, but Harrison's just locking down. No points.
That's a great job by Harrison right there. Realize you're in a bad position. To realize the clock will save you. Just hold on.
Exactly.
But that's has to be what's frustrating. You wrestled more recently than I did, but just having somebody out there and you're throwing your best stuff out there and just through funk or just different
Yeah.
stuff, they're getting out of it. I'm sure it's not really.
Definitely a frustrating feeling for sure. Just, when somebody's kind of like, you're feeling great. Like, I'm sure Barrett's feeling pretty good, like working all of his, it seems like he's working all of his stuff. And like, it's just frustrating if somebody just is able to wrestle through all your bread and butter. It's a great switch there by.
Oh.
But now Harrison's looking for, he gets an escape of his own.
That was a great job.
Yeah.
I thought that could have possibly been back right there,
Yeah.
but he just kept wrestling through. He's not giving up.
And it's just seemed like these West Morris wrestlers are really, good at like looking for, 2 and more from the bottom position. you call back to Borgia with the Peterson, and then the match prior with Vasquez.
As we see him get
Yeah.
dropped here, trying to fight off his back. Great job by Harrison, still wrestling
Just
through.
fighting through.
Going to get to 2. He's going to get a reversal here. Yep.
Yeah, no reversal.
Oh, no, they waved it off.
Ref waved it off.
You know, it's
Good
funny when
job.
you talk to, you see some of these teams, you could tell just in general with a lot of these programs who have these kids coming up throughout, like a West Morris or Caldwell, or even with you guys at Lakeland. You guys had the similar styles. You knew what you were trained on. And I know both coaches do a great job in the preseason of hammering home what they consider, the Caldwell wrestling or the West
Yeah.
Morris wrestling, or even up your way, Servino with the Lakeland style of wrestling.
Yeah. Well, every team kind of implements stuff that they're
Oh,
good
look
at.
at this. Harrison,
He's got
great
a
job
headlock.
floating over. He's got a.
He's looking for 6 here.
This will be
This could be
huge for
huge.
West Morris.
Yeah. He's got some time.
Got to keep running here.
He's
Oh.
looking for 6 of his own. Still green on top, though. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point match.
That is huge,
After all that, it's a 3-point match.
especially as much as when you saw Barrett and how he went again, how everything went in the first period.
Yeah, well, that could have been huge for Harrison, getting a pin. But, it was a 12-2 match, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-point match at 12-9 here to start this third period.
Well, that's what they're checking here. Both coaches are over here.
But, as stated earlier, these West Morris wrestlers are really tough on bottom and just really, sticky. Like, they're finding ways to fight out of positions and use it to get offense for themselves.
It's just like got to be super frustrating. They take the point off. They said it's 8 because I guess in all that action there, they were kind of doing it. They accidentally held the throw up. So it is 12-8. I think they thought he got the 4 swipe. He only got a 3. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, but it's 12-9 after
Okay, he
a
took
cut.
yeah. Now it's just
and it's
now
a
it's a
now
moot
it's a
point.
takedown match.
But it's a moot point
Yeah.
because it was like, oh, we did it, and he just let him up, so it's okay. We're back at 12-9. I guess maybe they realized they were going to cut him, and they just didn't want it to be
Yeah.
a 12-10 match.
Yeah. Well, if it was a 12-10 match,
You're not
a
cutting.
takedown wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just dump, looking for all these Caldwell wrestlers really like dumps, as he's going to get feet to back here. But he's got to be careful because Harrison has shown how, he's able to roll through stuff on his back. A good job by Barrett at just, keeping his hips down, not getting rolled through.
Runs it back to a 10-point lead here, so
Exactly.
we're major decision time.
And if you're Harrison, you gotta work, try to work here, and try to work out and cut it to a regular decision.
You also, I think at this point, you got to realize, like,
Yeah.
if he's rolling there, you can't let the legs get caught there. But
Yeah.
you got to basically, if you get an opening,
Yeah,
go for it.
But if like here, but if you're Barrett, you can't do anything crazy. You just gotta lock down on top, stick with the fundamentals. Tight waist, far ankle, and just don't do anything stupid and get yourself rolled again because you already have the major locked up. And if worse comes to worse, just cut him and work on your feet because you've shown that you've been able to take him down at will.
100%.
And that's what he's gonna do.
I mean, he's got to realize, too, last
Yeah.
period, he was almost pinned. Like, he was
Yeah.
on his back.
Yeah,
And nothing would fire this gym up more than,
Yeah.
a pin there.
exactly. And it was close. It was
right there.
close. Yeah.
It's all about the hips setting in. But both these guys are out there wrestling.
Good shot there. Harrison doing a good job defending. But he needs a takedown. Yeah, Barrett's probably just going to lock down here with short time. Stalemate.
You get called, looked like it was called potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
What's interesting here, and this isn't questioning anybody, if I was Harrison, I go for a shot right off.
guns
You're down 6. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Guns blazing, yeah.
Yeah, you only got 6 seconds left. Go for it. What happens? You get a takedown. It's not a big difference, but try this again. Want to become a sponsor? Click on your logo here on the team page or send me an email, admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the year on a team page sponsorship or the live streams. If you like what you see here, let us know. Send me an email. Fill out the form. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling provider for all of high school wrestling, both boys and girls in New Jersey. We're going to have Solomon Soriente, and he's going to wrestle Jonathan Carbali. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies, Forum Coffee, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsor of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Donald J. Brower here with Sean Walker. We are at West Morris High School in Flanders, New Jersey. It's the Caldwell Chiefs facing off against the home West Morris Wolfpack.
Good job by Soriente. Right off the whistle with that blast double. He's looking for just to get the takedown here on the edge. Nothing.
Soriente is one of the three-headed monster that I like to call him, because every time I cover something from Caldwell, I hear him yelling my name. It's him, Sipper, and one more, and they just said, Brad, Don. Yeah. I'm like, oh. And then it's funny because we went and set up the night before the Caldwell tournament, and they were trying to get out of setting up the mats, so they kept coming over and talking to me, and the coach is like, guys, get on the mats.
Well, Soriente seems to be an established wrestler himself.
Very good.
Explosive start to this match. He's looking to work that claw ride.
I think he's going to go optional here.
It seems like a lot of the Caldwell wrestlers really like to work on their feet.
They have a lot of these guys have big motors in Caldwell.
Oh, definitely.
Like usually you see a guy want to get taken down, ride, do something, and they're very, they're like, all right, we're good.
They're just like very athletic wrestlers, it seems. You got to back out there, yeah. Soriente's just doing a great job. He's very heavy on his hands, but his fakes are really what's keeping Carbali on his heels. Like, see right there. Every single time, that stutter. 1, 2.
He's gonna
and
take
then
advantage of it.
eventually, Carbali's going to be like, oh, he's just working fakes. Eventually, Carbali's not going to react. He's not going to react to that stutter, and that's where Soriente's going to make him pay.
You know what he's good at too, especially with the stutter. You don't really see it a lot anymore. Changing levels.
Yeah.
Like
the level change is so important, and seeing that in college wrestling, just like that little inch is, ooh, he's got to be careful here. As they'll call a stall on Soriente, but
I don't.
That level change is so important. Just like it can be an inch of a lower level, and that makes all the difference. And especially you see it especially in college. And Soriente just working that level change stutter combo, and that's how he's going to work takedowns.
The West Morris coach is thinking that a takedown should be taken there on Soriente, that he was behind. I don't know. He was still up. They were still on their feet.
Yeah, they were still on their feet. There was no point of contact on the bottom position. But good job by Carbali so far here, early in this bout. It's only a 10-point team match right now.
No, it's still very close.
All things considered, it's still a pretty close match. And if you're Carbali, just keep this match close.
Pass it on to your teammates. Just pass it down.
And just you need a good second period here, because if you get a good second period and it's like a 3-2 match, you can try to pull out a win in the third period. Especially against a good wrestler like Soriente.
Tell you what, really nice crowd here for a Friday night.
Oh, definitely. You got students, you got parents, maybe grandparents. A lot of people showing out, and Caldwell brought some fans as well. They traveled well.
Yeah, this isn't too crazy over this way.
Yeah.
Right up, come up Caldwell. Just send them right up Route 80, really.
Yeah.
Nice, it's a trip for you, but.
Well, I had to ride Route 80 myself, but. Soriente is working that
23-12.
2-on-1. Another stall. And that'll be a point. So now an escape will tie the match. That's huge. That's huge. Soriente is going to look optional starter, and then you see these Caldwell wrestlers wait until they get down and making them stand up. It's very interesting.
Well, he got the second stall,
Yeah.
and they're
Nope. Out of bounds. Good action there by Soriente, but no takedown. However, he did, earn that stall warning to be called against Carbali, as both coaches are seeming to be angry at the official.
both are complaining about how he's calling this match.
Complaining about something.
And my wife wanted me to be an official. I go, I'm already hated by
No
enough
way.
people.
No
I'm
way.
good.
No way.
I don't need any more hatred sent my way.
Well, a name from the Garden State HS archives, Laith Hamday, he's a ref now.
I know.
Yeah.
I see Laith all the time.
Good shot by.
My wife asked me, she goes, why don't you be a coach or a ref? So first of all, I'm already hated by half people.
Yeah.
Because, you don't pick their kids correctly. So I'm like, I'm good with that. And then the other one with coaching, like I've had my opportunities. I'm just like, I kind of like doing this.
Yeah.
This is fun. And then she goes, why don't you referee? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Heck no.
No, I'm like, I'm good.
Well, Soriente is just looking a little frustrated early on in this match. Carbali's doing a good job of just kind of.
I think Soriente's flustered a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
I think he thought, hey, like,
that
he was
wasn't
doing real well.
stalling, whatever. And Carbali seems to be just, as Soriente earns that takedown, he just seemed late in this second period. That's huge. Caldwell has gotten so many late takedowns here in these matches. Soriente will choose bottom.
It's another one of those matchups that if West Morris can keep it close.
Yeah, definitely. But it just seems like Carbali is an unorthodox wrestler, and that's really throwing Soriente off because Soriente, very powerful, very explosive, very orthodox wrestling. Carbali is doing a good job of, keeping it in a close match so far.
Now you wonder if Soriente is a little mad.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is where he can open this match up a little bit, for sure.
And you talked about those fakes and everything before.
Yeah, well, Soriente, he's just, if he watches this one back, he's just got to wait for Carbali's head to pop up. He's just getting a little too jumpy as he locks up that cradle. He heard me talking. This is his response.
He's in bad position. He's got to try to turn in and out so he get the pin.
Yeah, but good job by Soriente. This could be huge. We're looking at the same situation as, Neil was earlier. Like, close match, but need a pin. And Soriente reloads that cradle, and he's looking for 6. He's got a minute to work. The official is holding 4, and if this cradle, which it will be, it's an 8-point match. So that is a major decision as long as the score stands. If you're Carbali, you just got to get out.
The other thing, too, is you got to remember Soriente has 2 stall warnings. So he's got to keep working, too.
Soriente conferring with his coach. His coach wants him to cut. Soriente is says, no, I want to ride. He's got 33 seconds to ride out this match and hold a major decision. But he's got to work, as you said. He's got 2 stalls. He can't just hold on to the ankle. Yeah, got to let go of that.
He's not really moving.
Yeah,
he's got to watch.
He's not really doing much. But, Carbali's kind of doing himself no favor just holding on to that leg. See, if you get a leg in, it'll be a stalemate. So that's good by Soriente. He's just going to hold out these 4 seconds.
It's going to end 12-3, and I might give Coach Romano a little bit of heartburn right there. we'd like to thank our title sponsor, the Harrington Companies, Demolition and Recycling, Harrington Construction, and Hoffman Supply. Proud supporters of what we do here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And
At the 144-pound weight class for West Morris Central, Hayden Hurst.
follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. On X, GardenStateHSW. On Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. And follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube. You get notified when we have our upcoming matches. We have a quad tomorrow at Mount Olive. We have a singles match. Oh, we're going to be at the singles match. Like I'm over here playing tennis. I don't play tennis. I'm too fat. We're going to have a dual meet. We're going to be up covering the HWS girls on Sunday and everything else we do. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling provider.
So we move into the 144-pound bout. It'll be Rocco Conforti of Caldwell and Hayden Hurst. For West Morris.
Quick takedown there by Conforti.
Yeah, Conforti is looking for 6 with this bout, for sure.
It's going to make this a real tough matchup for West Morris to come back to.
Yeah.
Because we're at the
you got
144.
Got 6 matches to go. You know, you're already down 15.
You'd be down 21 if it's a pin.
6, yeah. If they get 6 here, it's a lot to come back from, especially since Caldwell's got Nick Mignon at 190 and Jake Simone at 175. Both are very strong wrestlers.
That'd be very tough. I mean, it's still possible, but you're going to have to win the rest of it.
Yeah, it's still possible. You know, it still can happen, but 6 here would, you know, severely hurt the Wolfpack. But Hurst kind of doing a good job. Just Conforti, you know, coming out a little aggressive there with that bar and half combo.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Just
what,
potentially
something I saw by
dangerous.
Hurst there was a great job was he actually went with it and just hopped over.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
He's flexible and he's wrestling. Like you see it right there. He's wrestling. You know, he may be like the inferior opponent on paper, but he's wrestling tough. Good job there by Conforti. Hurst looked to whizzer down there, but he did a great job of finishing the shot.
One thing I'll say with Hurts, and I kind of noticed this a little bit so far, he's getting a little too close. When he comes up, he's in his stance, but he's just getting too close.
Yeah.
He's almost giving it up. You know, you want to have a little bit more distance so, you know, when a guy does something, you can react to it.
Yeah, and, you know.
Like, you see what I mean? He's going in,
Yeah.
and he's giving him a chance just to duck down and give up the points.
Yeah.
He's got to let him come to him a little bit.
Hurst doing a good job of fighting off his back. That's huge. You know, like I wish we could have had this on my Lakeland teams. Just guys that, you know, fight off their back and keep wrestling. Like, you know, Hurst, you know, he may be an inexperienced wrestler per se, but he's fighting.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep his team in the match. He's trying to manage the damage and, you know, keep this match as close as it can be.
Green's going to defer, and Caldwell's going to take neutral.
Little confusion with whose choice it was.
And honestly, the way he's been taking him down, I think it's a smart move.
Yeah. And if you're Rocco Conforti here, feet to back.
100%.
And I think that's what the Caldwell coaches are looking for as well.
They're just like, let it go. It's just take it here.
Got him and take him down. He needs 2 takedowns. Good job by Hurst, sprawling out.
He's got to be watched, though. He's got to change his levels here. He was giving it up. Literally, it's just a dump.
You know, if you're wrestling an inexperienced wrestler, Conforti, got to be careful to headlock.
100%.
Right there. It's almost like Hurst heard me.
Hurst gave him his best shot right there. He's like, listen,
You feel that pressure in the headlock could be there, and if you're you know, an inexperienced wrestler, maybe a JV wrestler under normal circumstances, headlock, the headlock was there,
In on a shot.
and that's
That's
the
it.
match. I guess, you know, it's 5 instead of 6.
Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardensAHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensAHSW, on Instagram, GardensAHS Wrestling, and like and subscribe on YouTube. You're already there. Do it. I'm telling you right now. I'm not giving you a choice. Do it. Follow us on YouTube. You'll get notified. Subscribe. You'll get notified when we go live. We're going to be tomorrow at Mount Olive. We're going to be at High Point on Sunday. We got some other stuff coming up. Plus, my podcast, everything else we do. GardensAHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling provider for all high school wrestling, boys and girls in New Jersey. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies, Forum Coffee, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsor of GardensAHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Damn, that's a mouthful. I am Donald J. Brower here with Sean Walker. We are at West Morris High School in Flanders, New Jersey. The West Morris Wolfpack hosting the James Caldwell Chiefs. We are at the 150 bout. We started at 2:15. Caldwell leads 32-12.
Just great wrestling here by Kurt Beyer of West Morris. He found himself in a cradle by Nico Capaldo of Caldwell. He fought out of it, and he almost got a takedown of his own. And if you're West Morris here, you got to start racking up 6. You got 5 bouts left, down 20. Just start chipping away at that lead. That's the best way you can really find yourself back in this match. And if you're Caldwell, keep your foot in the gas.
Yeah,
Good slide by Beyer. And he's looking to lock up a cradle here.
Looks like he's got it just because have the leverage.
Yeah. You can't force it. Cannot force a cradle. But so far so good from Beyer. You can't throw it on top of yourself, and that's what happens. You know, Capaldo's a solid wrestler. He's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you never pull a wrestler on top of you.
Nope. And he's going to look for back points of his own here. He's going to get him.
He's going to get
He got one swipe. High flying start to this 150-pound bout.
Tell you what, we got some action going here.
Definitely. And if you're Beyer, like, just gotta keep working, keep moving. You know, Capaldo's been all cradle, so that's just another thing to look out for. And if you're Capaldo, you gotta watch the trapped arm there. No call by the official. Good job by Capaldo working other things with the bar, and he's going to look for backs here.
Doesn't
He
get
runs
him.
out of time. Saved by the bell. As Beyer of West Morris holds a 3-2 lead to start the second period.
That's your the coaches.
Coach is
No
calling.
cradles.
The coach, you can say that. Both coaches can say that. Both wrestlers have been looking for cradles.
My favorite one is, I always love it, and you know this as a wrestler, and I wrestled. People don't seem to understand this, is when you're there and you got this guy on top of you, and the coach is like, get up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, just get up.
Just get up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I got this guy.
It's a lot easier said than done.
I got this huge guy
And
who's
you're a
got me in a
heavyweight.
leg
Yeah,
lock.
you were a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So that,
Yeah, when I wrestled, they didn't have a cap.
It's super heavyweight.
So like when I wrestled at
Yeah.
Mendham, I wrestled my freshman year at Mendham, 189, and then you were 195. It was heavyweight, and you went from there. I was wrestling 195, 200. I was wrestling 350-pound kids.
Capaldo looking for a stick here on the edge of the mat.
This might all but seal it for Caldwell if they get this.
Yeah. Nothing yet, and there it is. Caldwell keeping their foot on the gas, getting 6 at 150 pounds. Nico Capaldo.
You know what I think you're thinking? You're at home, you go, you know what? This is Don Brower. He's a good guy. How could I support what he does? Oh, here's an idea. Click your logo here, fill out the form, or send me an email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for team and live stream. Send us the email. We will help your team be the star of the show. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling provider for all of high school wrestling, boys and girls in New Jersey.
So we move to 157. We'll have Jordan Orlando and John Garcia. Garcia for the Wolfpack of West Morris, and Orlando for the Caldwell Chiefs. And it's interesting to note, I was a 157 last year, wrestling 157, 165 in college. Both these guys look a little small.
Yeah.
At 157.
That might just be, you know, you're in college. It's a different look.
Yeah, definitely. Good start here by Garcia, but Orlando kind of just weathered the storm on that shot. We got four bouts left.
I think it's clinched.
It's over.
It's
Yeah.
clinched. That was clinched.
Yeah.
Because I think the best that, if my math is correct, the best that they could do is 24.
Yeah.
If they pin out.
38-36.
Yeah.
You know, they need somebody to spike their headgear or something.
Oh.
And lose team points.
No. I've seen this happen. This actually goes back to a funny story. And it's actually fitting that I'm telling you here, because on the Caldwell bench is Coach Zara. One of the very first matches I called was West Morris years ago at Hanover Park.
Gotcha.
West Morris was leading. West Morris essentially was up 30 to 20.
Yeah.
So they send the guy out. They basically send the Zara out, one of his sons, and a JV kid for West Morris. They say, don't get pinned. So what happens is,
Good
excuse me, it would have been 20. It would have been. It was 24, 30-24, because if they tied, West Morris still would have won. They said, don't get pinned. Kid goes out there. Zara's on the edge line. They kind of do it. Kind of pushes him up. You know, a little rough on the edge line. No big deal. Drops. Push the kid down. JV kid comes up, swings at Zara. DQ'd, loses.
Yeah.
Zara wins
the match
6.
for the team.
3 team points. So it wound up being 30-27 Hanover Park. Craziest thing I've ever seen in a match.
Well, Garcia's got a cradle locked up. So, you know, maybe, you know, if some punches are thrown, it can happen, but
I don't think it will, but
yeah,
never happened.
It won't.
These are two really good programs.
And they're very well coached. I've seen both Caldwell and West Morris guys shake the opponent's coach's hands. All good stuff.
There's been some chippiness in a couple matches, but nothing. Yeah. Nothing you don't expect.
You know, separated a little bit of a step over, kneeled, hyped up the crowd after his pin. You know, some friendly fire, but nothing substantial. Yeah, nothing that you're gonna write home about. It's not bulletin board material. Garcia doing a great job getting feet to backs here. He's looking for 6. Good job by Orlando fighting off his back. And you know, the match may be clinched, but if you're West Morris, you're just looking at these matches as opportunity to, you know, get better, wrestle high quality opponents from, you know, a state ranked team, and you know, just get good looks early on in the season. So it's still an opportunity to get better, and for Caldwell, it's an opportunity to get better in itself and get themselves a big win against a very strong program overall in West Morris. As Garcia holds a 10-3 lead with just over a minute left in the second period. As Orlando will earn his escape. Make it a 10-4 match with just under a minute left in the second period. Strong snap down there by Garcia. Extends his lead to 13-4. He's looking for more here. He gets a turn and a takedown. Seal it. Good job by Orlando to roll through that twister late in the second period, 22 seconds left. short time. Garcia is looking to ride out the rest of this second period. Orlando looking to try to get a late escape, but it doesn't seem like he will. As at the end of the second period, it will be 13-4 in favor of John Garcia of West Morris Central.
A little blood time here. While we have some blood time, why don't we do this? Why don't you follow us on social media? I might punch you in the mouth. No, I won't do that. I'll come give you a hug. I'll dress as Santa, come to your party as well. So on Facebook, GardensHSWrestling.com. On X, GardensHSW. On Instagram, GardensHSWrestling. And like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us for all your wrestling needs. We will be live tomorrow. We're going to have some interviews Sunday. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff with the podcast. Like and subscribe. You know you want to. GardensHSWrestling.com. And I'm sure I scared business owners away, but you want to be a sponsor? Here's how you do it. Click on your logo here. Fill out the form. Send me an email, admin@GardensHSWrestling.com. We have limited ads left. We are running a 25% off sale for the next 24 hours. GardensHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling coverage provider in all of New Jersey. And speaking of which, if you'd like us to come out and live stream and do what we're doing here, send us an email at admin@GardensHSWrestling.com. We have limited live stream availability left, and we'd love to get you guys involved. We'll bring the crew. We'll do everything we can. GardensHSWrestling.com is your live wrestling provider. And we want to thank our sponsors, the Harrington Companies, Harrington Demolition Recycling, Harrington Construction, and Hoffman Supply. Thank you for your continued support. Back here with the action.
Yeah, in this third period, Orlando, Caldwell would choose.
I just
neutral.
realized it's not Orlando, it's Orlando.
Orlando.
There's no O.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry. I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. Orlando, I'm sorry if you're watching this. This is another 3-point takedown here by Garcia. Extends his lead to 16-4. He gets 3 or 4 point turn. It'll be a tech fall. Garcia opts to cut. It's an 11-point match. So it'll be another takedown here by Garcia. Needs one more for the tech fall. Up 19-6. He gets 3 here. My math serves me correct. He'll earn the tech fall. And he gets it. 22-6 tech fall victory for John Garcia. And a great win. And a great personal win for West Morris. Make it 38-17 Caldwell. Still up big.
Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardensHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensHSW, on Instagram, GardensHSWrestling, and like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us for all your wrestling needs. Today's wrestling broadcast is presented to you by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Company Performance Trophies, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsor of GardensHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Donald J. Brower here with Sean Walker live at West Morris High School. Caldwell has clinched the match. We're at 165. They started at 215. This is Andrew Fonseca versus Robert Fazzino.
Both wrestlers working level changes early on in this bout as Fonseca worked a double. Great job by Fazzino. Fonseca throws it to his back. He's looking for 6. He gets it. Great job by Andrew Fonseca. All business with a quick pin. And gets the fall for Caldwell. And extends their lead.
We'd like to thank our title sponsor for today, the Harrington Companies. Harrington Demolition and Recycling, Harrington Construction, and Hoffman Supply. You got a nice house, you want to make it look nicer? Hoffman Supply and Harrington Construction. You got a dump and want to rip it down? Harrington Demolition and Recycling, the Harrington Companies. This is going to be Deacon Frayne for West Morris versus Jake Simone from Caldwell.
And if the eye test serves me right, this seems to look like a good match here at 175. Simone, another football player for Caldwell, so you know he's a good athlete. And Deacon Frayne, has the build of a solid wrestler, so we'll see the start of this 175-pound bout. Good job by Deacon Frayne. He felt Simone pushing him in. Frayne drops to a single. Good job by Simone. No takedown yet. Still nothing. Good job by Simone to keep that whizzer in. As Frayne gets in on another double. Simone doing a good job defending once again. Frayne looking to finish. Frayne driving in, looking to finish. He's got Simone on his butt, but Simone doing a great job of scrambling here. Now he's looking for 3. Still nothing. Good job by Simone. Great defense, good scrambling. As Frayne still looking as though go out of bounds here. Great job early on by both wrestlers. Keeping wrestling. Good job by Simone. Simone looked dead in the water. Definitely looks like he was going to get taken down when he was on his butt. Did a great job, kept wrestling, forced Frayne out of bounds. As with just under 20 seconds left, Simone looking to use that Russian tie, get a takedown, but both wrestlers are out of bounds. 13 seconds left here in this first period, still no score. Team score-wise, Caldwell's up big, up 44-17. Good job by Simone. Catching Frayne, reaching. He's going to get the late takedown. Great job by Simone. Caught Frayne reaching with both hands, lowered his level. Hit a nice, easy double leg. And Simone will take bottom. Good job by Frayne working in that leg, but can't do that. Can't get caught on your hip when you got legs in. Simone gets the reversal and looking for a turn there with the roll through tilt. Now Simone looking to run that hammerlock. Good job by Frayne defending it.
Little blood time on Frayne. While we're going to cut away from the blood time, I want you to go to your social media right now. And on Facebook, follow us on GardensAHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensAHSW, on Instagram, GardensAHSWrestling, and like and subscribe on YouTube. We have everything you could want from high school wrestling. We have our live streams. We have podcasts. We have everything else we do. Get notified when we go live, when we have anything we do with our podcast. So we're going to be at Mount Olive tomorrow with a really great quad there. We're going to be up filming interviews with the girls HWS champions, and then a bunch of stuff next week as we get into the county tournaments. So GardensAHSWrestling.com is your premier high school wrestling provider, both boys and girls wrestling.
Still cleaning up the blood here on the mat, but we're looking to resume. As we'll resume with Simone opting to cut Frayne. So it'll be 5-1 now. Just under 1:30 left. Simone with a somewhat commanding lead. Good job by Frayne. Simone snapped him right into his leg. Frayne's looking to finish. We'll see if Simone can scramble out of it again.
He's doing a really good job of it.
Yeah, he's defended many shots from Frayne. He's looking to defend another one right there. Simone's got to be careful there on his snaps. He snapped Frayne right into his leg on the single.
A little more
Pause for
blood time.
again.
People are gonna light pitchforks and things on fire if we put up that sponsor and social media thing again. We're gonna stay with the action. I got people complaining. I don't want to get anybody waiting outside like stabbing me.
Yeah, no.
It's like you talk too much about your sponsorships.
Gotta advertise.
I know. People complain about it, you know. At least we're getting the names right.
And sponsorships are what makes this happen.
I know everybody. You know what I love? It's always people who are at home complaining. It's like you could have came out and watched the match. Like, thank you. Like,
yeah, you're giving us viewership.
yeah. At least they're off camera with it, though. It's not too bad as Frayne comes back on. I think he doesn't have any on him. He might have a little blood on his leg.
And Frayne just seems fed up with this blood time. He just wants to wrestle.
I think there's some on, maybe a spot here or there. Deacon's older brother, Henry, was actually a really great upper weight here for West Morris in college. Yeah. Not in Boston College. I don't know if in my head I thought I said he's up in college.
In college, yeah.
Okay, I thought I said Boston College. I'm like, oh, he's not in Boston College.
Yeah, they don't got wrestling.
Like not
Boston University used to. Not anymore. As we resume action. Great underhook there. Ooh, strong headlock.
He ran right into that.
Wow. Wow. That was a great throw by Deacon Frayne. He looked for it again there. This time with no success. But
Fonseca just kind of waited and running his head into the mat.
So Simone looked for an underhook. As it seems to be a technical violation point against Simone. But Frayne did a really good job feeling that underhook coming in against Simone. Simone pressured in. He felt that pressure and threw that headlock. It's a perfect scenario. But now, with that technical violation point, despite the takedown himself after the headlock for Simone, we got a 1-point match here. What was 5-0 is now 8-7 in favor of Simone.
They're counting up here, seeing what they have. Nine-7 it is.
Still, what was a 5-0 match, now it's 9-7. With Frayne on the bottom. So if he gets an escape here, it's a 1-point match. But easier said than done with 30 seconds left in the second period. And I think the blood time has really helped both wrestlers, gain a second wind here. Both scrambling very crazily so far in the second period. Frayne reaching back, that's never good.
Now he's going for stuff.
Yeah,
he's getting caught.
He's looking big move. He's looking big move against Simone.
Let me ask you a question. You wrestled in big moments like that. When you get out there and you throw a headlock, you got somebody down like that, and they escape. How does that mentally, just kind of, doesn't that, take it out of you? Like, you think you got the guy and in your head?
If you got somebody on your back, you got to stick a pin. I remember my sophomore year, I was wrestling a senior. The guy ended up wrestling D3, made it to States that year, so he was a solid kid. I was down 5-2. This is back when it was only 3 backs. I had him on his back with a cradle and got 2 back points to make it 5-4, and I lost the match 7-4. But, you know, like, I just remember thinking to myself, like, man, I should have stuck that pin, you know, whatever. So, yeah, like, it's mentally, like, you know, draining after the fact. But during the match, you know, you just got to keep wrestling. You know, you like the points. And now Simone's got to be careful. He's really high. Good job by Frayne.
I think we're going to see some more action here between these two.
Yeah, we're in for an exciting finish here. This match is getting a little chippy here.
Which, it's honestly, it's funny that most times wrestling doesn't get a little, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Because it's a combat sport, you
Yeah.
know. Frayne gets in on that single. He's looking to finish. Still nothing here. No points.
Trying to run forward here, but
Yeah.
great job by
Simone.
Simone there. Will we get a stalemate here in a second?
Right on cue. With a
Both
minute
men
left.
are winded, too.
Yeah. It's been a brawl here. See, you know, match out of reach. This, you know, it's still an important match personally. Like, you still want to win if you're both wrestlers. No one wants to lose. Like,
And you don't know when
no
you're going
matter
to meet
what the
these
team,
guys
no
again.
matter
It could
what
be
the
seeding down the
Yeah.
line,
you know, no matter what the team score is. And if you're Frayne, you got to wrestle here. Like, you got 30 seconds to work. You know, Simone doesn't have to do much. He's just got a hand fight. Looks for a little go behind there. Frayne caught the leg. He's going to look for it. We'll see. He had Simone on his hip, but with 50 seconds, Simone's just trying to hang on. Frayne's got him on his hip again. Still no points. 8 seconds. Short time. Will Frayne run out of time? He will. Wow.
A little chippiness there.
Definitely. Simone just kind of waited for the match to end there. He didn't move. He stayed in that sprawl position. Definitely gutsy by Simone. He was waiting for that push off.
Yeah, he was right there towards the end.
But, you know, he ran the risk. Still got the win.
All right, don't shoot me, people. On social media, follow us. On Facebook, GuardsHSWrestling.com. On X, GuardsHSW. On Instagram, GuardsHSWrestling. And like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us for all our upcoming wrestling events. GuardsHSWrestling.com is the premier high school wrestling provider in all of New Jersey.
As we move into the final bout here.
Nick Mignon, I'm going to pronounce that horribly, Mignon.
Mignon. Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, I played against him in football.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
a Caldwell thing. I'm from
Yeah.
East Hanover, so especially with those Italian last names, there's always a accent on certain words. So I was, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Right here, the younger brother Nick wrestling against Chris Kowalik. Job going out the back door, but Kowalik doing a great job holding on to the ankles. He's got a pass. Caldwell coach is calling for Mignon to get height. There'll be a stalemate called before then. Right out the gate, Kowalik kind of coming out swinging with that club. Mignon's got a nice underhook. Kowalik looking for a dump. And now he's got to be careful of cradle. Mignon looking to get a takedown here. Still nothing. Kowalik looking to turn into offense of his own. Good job by Mignon. Just keep working for that cradle. He'll settle for 3 right there. The final bout of this match. Referee and coach kind of.
They have their moments.
Yeah. Mignon, the solid pressure ride on top. not much doing. Kowalik looking at the knee slide. Mignon looking for a mat return. Good roll there by Kowalik, but this is a tough ride so far by Mignon with short time left in this first period. And there's the stall. And the Caldwell coach agreed with that call.
So yeah, you gotta get to work there.
Yeah, calling for his wrestler to get to work. And at the end of the first period, it'll be 3-0 in favor of Nick Mignon. Mignon looking to get straight up. Kowalik with the mat return. Kowalik looking to get a turn here. He's got to be careful not to throw it on top of himself. We saw that earlier with the cradle. Now with the 2-on-1 tilt, Jacob's hook. He's got to be careful. Now Kowalik's got that ankle hooks, looking for a near side cradle. Now Mignon in the quad pod, he's looking to get out here. Yeah. He's got to be, Kowalik's got to be careful of a stall.
Somebody's yelling from the bench. That's
Personal,
stalling called both ways.
Yeah. Good job by Kowalik. So far, a minute of riding time. The Caldwell coaches telling Mignon to watch the cradle. It's funny how, the Mignon brothers usually wrestle back to back, but today we started at 2:15, so Mike's first, and then Nick finishes.
Bookending here.
Yeah. Both wrestlers are kind of just stale here. Neither kind of really working much. But Kowalik's now looking to work a hammerlock. That's never fun.
Not at all.
You got less than 15 seconds here. Mignon's got to work out. 5. Kowalik's trying to finish on top, and he will. So now you get in a situation here where if Kowalik gets out, a takedown wins it for him as long as he can ride out. It's just a very interesting spot. Good job by him riding out that whole third period. If it was college, you'd have 2 minutes of riding time here, but. We're not in college yet. Kowalik he was looking for that Peterson. Now he's in the single.
Got it up. He's just got to work a little bit.
Still have Mignon on top here. So, almost now you just got to back out. If you're Kowalik, you just got to back out and get your escape because Mignon's still on top. Mignon's still the top wrestler. Kowalik's got to back out. There it is. There's the escape. But good job by Mignon just keeping his level low and getting in that double. Kowalik doing a good job of sprawling out. He's had to fix his chin cup there, though. Just over a minute. Kowalik's looking to score here. He's got it. Now Mignon's got to work from the bottom position. Great
down by
job.
1. He was in control of this whole match. And
Just-
that's the new scoring.
Yep. But great job there by Kowalik. It's just working. He just
Yeah.
kept working. But now McNeil. Good. Kowalik's got those legs in deep. He's got to be careful. He's a little high. But now he's settled. And now those boots are in. Now he's shaving precious time off that clock. Tick, tick, tick.
Trying to work a power half here, but
Yeah, something.
clock is working for his favor.
Nothing, stalemate. But good job there by Kowalik. He burned about 15 seconds, just slipping the boots in, and burning time. McNone's got to get it. McNone needs to get out to keep this match alive. Kowalik just needs to ride out as he's been.
Hook the legs in, try to break
Yeah.
him down again.
He's got 15. Short time. Good power half. He could get a turn here, but just
He doesn't need to. He's
doesn't need to. Good win by Kowalik there. That's a good win. Earned win. And, strong finish. Good win for the Wolfpack, to get something out of this duel. But overall, big Caldwell win. They took care of business today and get the W 48-20.
Now, follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling, on X, GardenStateHSW, and like and subscribe for all our upcoming events. We're going to be at Mount Olive tomorrow with a big quad there. We're also going to have, we're going to be up at How to Warren Sussex Girls. We're going to be getting interviews with them, and then we have a big week ahead as well as all of our upcoming events. And you want to be a sponsor? Click on the Your Logo Here, or send me an email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. GardenStateHSWrestling.com, your team, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We have limited sponsorship opportunities available for the upcoming year. Now, we're going to come into the Harrington press box. Sean and I are going to look up here at the camera. Sean, talk about this match. Really good matchup between these two squads, and just kind of what you expected from them.
Well, the scoreboard is about what I expected. Caldwell commanding victory, 24-point victory, or something along the lines.
I think it was
of
even
that.
more than that.
But some of these matches, there was a lot of swing bouts. Good job by West Morris. Going out there and fighting. Like there was a couple matches where they had guys on their backs. They may have lost the match per se, but they were going out swinging. A couple of bad pin calls away from this being a close match.
I'm gonna turn like this so I can look up. My mom always said, "Never turn my back on people I'm talking to."
But the scoreboard didn't tell the whole tale. But overall, strong victory by Caldwell for sure.
Yeah, it was a great night and great fun, and everybody's just walking our way. But listen, Sean, thank you so much. We're going to be on the call tomorrow.
Yes,
we got a big quad at Mount Olive starting at 9. It's going to be Mount Olive, High Point, West Essex, and Southern. We're going to have all three of that. Then I'm going to be heading down to CBA. I'm going to be calling for NJ.com the Catholic school duels down there, the finals, and then we're going to be up at High Point on Sunday. We're going to be doing some interviews with all the winners. We're going to be live streaming. We're going to be doing everything we have there. So check us out, like, subscribe. But for Sean Walker and the crew, I'm Donald J. Brower. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.